So, welcome everybody to the second episode of the podcast from Lord of Bars. Today we have a special guest that is not a special guest, but is Paolo.
Hi, I'm Paolo, and I'm a special guest only for today. And this is the biggest chest that you will ever see in the Schweiz.
Right. Okay, so jokes apart, guys. He's Paolo, is a member of our team and is more related to bodybuilding and running, so a different kind of lifestyle, but we have a common, let's say a common goal that is actually this one here. So, what have you done today for this goal that you
Today
have?
I did go in the mountains, running and recording some clips for the reels that I'm gonna post in the next days.
Okay.
And
What kind of video are you doing about it?
Perfect, because now we have an example, because Paolo is just new to the social and to Instagram, let's say, for become an influencer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to call it in that way, but it's kind of like that. So how you feel about that, like trying to posting in Instagram, trying to become a big one?
Yeah, luckily I have both of you that can help me with the content creation, because I obviously just started, so I don't know what I have to do to improve my Instagram and to grow, but yeah, I'm listening to your advices, so I'm posting basically one reel every day. That's just it. Basically now I'm starting also to create content in the stories, so that I can create more feeling with the new audience, with all the followers that are starting to come now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what do you think is the most difficult thing that you have to do to grow, and the easiest one?
The most difficult thing to grow is just to find the idea of the new content you need to post every day. So the content creation, the recording of the clips for the video, and yeah, the thing is that when you start, you just go in a flow state that basically it becomes easier and easier, and it's always funnier to create these contents. And
Do you think that it's actually possible to become famous or maybe known from people on social media, like Instagram and stuff like that? Because a lot of people say, yeah, of course, it's easy for you. You do calisthenics, you have skills, or whatever. Oh my God, but I can't do anything.
Yeah,
what is your idea about that? Do you think that someone can become famous just moving one king on the chessboard or whatever?
I think that you need to have skills. A little bit of skills maybe are required, because obviously if you have zero skills in editing, zero skills in recording videos, in doing something like for me it's running, it's training, obviously it becomes harder, but yeah, you need to find something that can work based on who you are and your life.
And your wish. Okay. So what about you, Miran? What have you done today about our plan?
Today was crazy because I worked. that just was like a bad part of my day. But after work, since yesterday, I couldn't sleep after the first episode of the podcast, and I started working a lot more. And after I finished to work in the restaurant, I came immediately at home and started working on Facebook, because we are thinking and we are trying like now to move also in the other platform. Like our goal now is to be everywhere.
And that's really difficult, actually.
Yeah, that's really difficult to be everywhere, and it's really difficult to use Facebook. Like today I created the Facebook page, I created the group, but like I did nothing. Like I tried for 3 hours to do something, then I just gave up, start thinking about what I can do at the moment. Then I start training, I post some content on Instagram like usually, and was just that. And you? What's
Me,
new, Kali? What
I did
fun?
nothing the whole day, that's fine. No, okay, jokes apart. So we are starting to understand how does Facebook actually work. And this requires more than one person, in my opinion. So I was cleaning up my profile full of old picture of me with 12 years old with dancing video and stuff that you are never gonna see, probably. And I was actually trying to understand how to set a good profile for Facebook. And we're also trying to understand if actually Facebook is a good option. If our time spent on Facebook is gonna be good or not. Because we don't find anyone of our niche that is actually working on Facebook. But a lot of people says that actually Facebook is like fundamental. And if you think about it, also if you catch just 100 people but they are really, really, in love with you, let's say, and they really look to you and they get inspired from you, I think that Facebook is also a really good option, because 100 people can make more than you think. It's not just that you need million to actually make your passion your actual work. I think that is my idea.
Exactly. Like today I noticed that the community on Facebook it's literally not toxic. Like just people who truly want to train, let's say in this case, and people that want to achieve more, to get better, to be in a better shape, and they are like, okay, I want to talk with you. They comment a lot. They are more active, let's say. And this is not like the same in Instagram. Like in Instagram, you get a lot of follow, maybe you get a lot of views and those stuff, but you can really count on them.
I think like Instagram is more like dopamine.
Exactly.
Just to watch videos and
exactly.
Add numbers to views, likes. While maybe Facebook is more like community-based content, like people just want to talk about stuff and.
I think like on Facebook you can set a community and talk with them. On Instagram you can do that. Exactly. Like it's just your reality TV and people just look at you.
And also the point is that Instagram changed a lot in the last period, because I remember that in the last let's say 4 years ago, I got to know a lot of people that were famous on social media, and they had actually a community also on Instagram. But that changed the moment that Reels come in, because a lot of people get famous easily with actually doing Reels, because it works. But the problem is that if you just do Reels, yes, you will get followers, whatever, you have numbers, but you need to understand how this number can actually help you, because this is gonna be like a ticket card for you. It's like a business card for you, because a lot of people actually say, oh my god, you have 200,000 followers, you are impressive, whatever, blah blah, and they think automatically that you are famous, and you need to use this to your favor. Because yes, of course, you are more known than a person that have no follower, no Instagram. But in my opinion, you just need to do something more concrete to actually become someone. That's why we don't define ourselves. We don't like to define ourselves influencer. Because yes, we actually do influence a lot of people. When you actually check the stats, a lot of people start to train, ask us for tips, listen to what we say. But in the end, considering our biggest goal, the point that we actually want to help truly the life of people, trying to let them achieve their goal, in my opinion, this is actually not enough. And I think you are the same point.
It's not like it's just the 10% of everything having a number on Instagram or on your social media. Like you really have to create a sort of contact with the people that follow you. So you have to lead them in something bigger. That can be a really change of life, or can be something just start to training. But you have to talk with them. And on Instagram, you can start with that, but you have to move somewhere else.
Okay, and what do you think actually about this podcast? Because yesterday was the first day, as today for Paolo, so the feeling is a little bit strange.
It's so strange because when you think about it, it may look easy, but when you know that you are recorded and maybe people will watch you talking about this stuff, is so strange because really. I don't know, maybe you think too much, you will think maybe, maybe
it's difficult.
Say something wrong.
Because you need to entertain people.
But from yesterday, like I went to work and I told like almost everybody about this podcast. Like I want them to listen to it, I want them to watch it and just give me an opinion about it. Because I like at the beginning was awkward, really awkward.
Yeah, it was really
but we want to test how long we can go and how better this thing can go. And like we're already thinking about inviting somebody else.
We already plan everything. No worries. You will see the result of this. Probably it's the first example.
Maybe those first day where we are just starting are just training days. So basically we learn how to speak and be more comfortable speaking in front of a camera.
Exactly.
And for the people that are already watching us, this should actually inspire you, because in this moment we are no one in podcast, we are no one on YouTube, and this is really the start. This is your position in this moment. You don't have social media, perfect, start now. Tomorrow you start, you just do it, and with the time, if you stick with it, you will see the progress, and you will see that we actually will succeed with this podcast. And we are 100% confident because
Yeah.
we are putting our heart, our passion, and whatever. So have to work.
And we enjoy doing this podcast.
This is the main thing,
Yeah,
yes.
I really do enjoy doing this podcast, and I think like I'm waiting for tomorrow,
To do
not just to
another
do
one.
the podcast, but to see what happened in my life, so I can maybe share with you guys. So I think in the next 2 days, 2-3 days, will come a lot of big news, and maybe we will learn something.
And I want to share something with you that that thought came in my mind yesterday. Do you know when you have a new plan and stuff like that, the first day you are super motivated and stuff? This actually can be used like a cheat code, because if you think about it, if you always try to do something new, something you are always excited about it. If you always do the same stuff, of course you're gonna get bored after a while. So this podcast, it's completely new, and if we just every day we sit me and him talking alone, in 10 days it's gonna be boring. We need to actually make always something new to get excited about it. Okay, we did this, let's see what happened. We did that, let's see what happened. So this is, I think, how you should approach life. If you always will do something new, I think you will always, through dopamine, have some motivation.
In Italian we say vivi la vita a cazzo di cane.
Exactly. That's a must. And explain it in English. So that
In English, literally would be translated like live your life deep dog, something
Exactly.
like that. That means like live life with a plan, but at the same time just do whatever is in front of you and enjoy life.
Just do things.
Yeah, go to the motion, go to the flow, and see what happens.
So now it's time for us, and it's also time for you to get to the work, because yes, we are sharing our experience, but we actually need to focus also on our work. I will train, I will do my content of the day, also if it's probably night, yes. And we also will continue to work on social media, on Facebook. So if you are listening to this podcast, check it out also our page. It's at the moment nothing.
Yeah, but we'll keep posting. We'll see how far we can get in those 10 days. And I think that's all for today. See you tomorrow, or maybe see you in the next episode.
Have a nice evening.